There we go. How's it going, everybody? What the hell happened there? Welcome to the 42 show. As you can see, the only show on YouTube with mail order your PhD diplomas from none other than Acme University. So welcome.
hey, it's live. It's live. What do you expect? It was one of the few shows like this that is live. Everybody has recorded, so there's no mistakes. You get all the mistakes for free here.
That's right. I remember I said beginning, that's going to screw up the timer thing. I knew it. I knew that. But what are you going to do? Yeah, so we'll jump in right away with 2 feet here and look at the size of that camera sensor. Look at that baby. It's the LSS camera. Took 9 years and it's 3.2 billion pixels. It's being made for the new Vera Rubin Observatory that will be poised to begin its exploration of the southern skies coming up. You
mean they're not putting on the new iPhone?
Yeah, no, because Tim Cook was concerned the bulge might just be a little bit too big. Yeah. And so this thing is going to generate unbelievable amounts of data with that massive sensor. And it's, where is it here? It uses a 5'1" wide optical lens to take 15-second exposure of the sky every 20 seconds, automatically changing the filters to view light in every wavelength from near ultraviolet to near infrared. It's the Rolls Royce of a digital camera. But 6,200 pounds. It weighs a hell of a lot more than one, too. Here's another picture of it that's really cool. And I like how it's named. The observatory this is going into is named after Vera Rubin. She was really cool. Very much a pioneer in her field, and yet didn't even want to be or didn't set out to be. Cool story about her. Look it up. Yeah.
I hope they got a decent tripod for this thing.
Yeah. Can you imagine the weight? Like, to keep that thing perfectly stable no matter what and everything, whatever it's being mounted on has got some tech in it too, for sure.
Yeah. See, there's a trick in this. What you do is you put your camera bag over the top of the tripod to give it a little bit of weight, to help hold it down. So
right. Just in case somebody walks by, Yeah.
Can you imagine the lens holder for that?
Oh, yeah. Or the little cloth you have to buy at like London Drugs or whatever to clean it. Imagine, that'd be a big one. Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like a really cool thing. I can't wait to see what kind of imagery and knowledge we can get from it. I love that stuff. Astronomy, great. I just actually added a second telescope to my little sky watching hobby. But people that had their heads in the sky, not so much watching it. This is really cool because it turns out that even the original is not the original.
Sorry?
I'm talking about your next thing.
Moon time.
Oh, well, you've reorganized your things then. That's not what I have.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me go and have a look, see what you've got.
Yeah.
Oh no, you missed the top one. Okay, never mind. We'll go straight to the other story that you have got. Okay, so we're not confused. But yeah, so archivists have discovered records of a Woodstock music festival held exactly 200 years before the iconic hippie festival. Blenheim Palace in Woodstock, Oxfordshire, unearthed details of a music festival held there in 1769. Records said it was attended by around 200 people, so not quite the 500,000 in 1969. But historians now believe the original Woodstock may have been an inspiration for the famous US music gathering. Dr. Alexa Frost, archivist at Blenheim Palace, said, "We firmly believe our Woodstock Festival could have been the first such event in history, and doubtless an inspiration for the famous 1960 hippie gathering." She says, "We're already in conversation with the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C., who are eager to find out more so they can update their own archives and displays." So, yeah, historical records detailing the 18th century festival advertise a musical entertainment for your pleasure, including an organist, a harpsichordist, and a singer by the name of Vincent Fernier.
Sponsored by both Marshall amplifiers and Fender guitars.
Guess that the 1769 version included the then Blenheim Palace residents George Spencer, 4th Duke of Marlborough, and his dirty wife, Lady Caroline Russell. Ooh, we all know about her dirty bitch.
Spanky.
Yeah, how cool is that? How cool is that? I'd love to have seen that. Really ancient Woodstock.
Yeah.
I can see Jimi Hendrix on the harpsichord. But there's a follow-up story to this, because the BBC has been left embarrassed after it fell for an April Fool's joke created by Blenheim Palace. You wouldn't see us doing that. The archivists at the property reported they had found evidence that suggested there had been a gathering of 200 people at Woodstock, Oxfordshire in 1769. However, rather than see it as an April Fool's prank, the BBC Oxford reported the story as fact to an audience of over 50 million people on the BBC's social media accounts. It wasn't until it was held up for a few hours that bosses at the BBC realised their error and issued a correction.
That's funny, man.
In a statement following the prank, Blenheim Palace said that their site had a great history of music concert, but that one has been designed for April the 1st. The clue was that it was not all as seemed to be. The Blenheim Palace listed one of the singers for the fake event as Vincent Fernier.
Thought you were going to say Vincent Price.
The actual name of legend Alice Cooper.
Oh.
I'm surprised you didn't get that one.
Yeah.
A spokesperson for the BBC later told the Telegraph that the article had fallen short of his standards. And had been corrected. No, you won't see that on our show ever. Yeah.
British Parliament also released a statement. This is why we still believe there is harm to legalizing marijuana.
See, the thing is, we know we can never fall short of our standards here on this show because our standards are already extremely low.
Yeah, I'm stepping on them right now, to be honest. We had a member message come in from Rose Rowley, member for 10 months, too. You guys do good work and you're funny. Well, hey, I like that very much. Thank you very much. That kind of funny or that kind of funny? We also had a direct tip in for none other than $6.66. And it says in Stream Elements that it's anonymous. I did get a notification because it goes through PayPal and I have a name there, but I don't know if I should use that name or not, or, I don't like doxing people. So let's see here. Yeah, I start typing the name I have and it doesn't come up. So let me know if it was you and it's not anonymous. If it is, stay anonymous and just take a big thanks. So let's see here. Where am I now? So I want to get to where is it? I wanted to do Jesus Christ. Yeah. News. So right now with the American elections coming up and whatnot, I didn't have time to organize everything. There's what's called pink slime, and it's not that weird meat product thing, but it's news outlets that are erupting at like sort of local and regional levels all over the internet and whatnot. And they're basically just partisan pushing of the agenda and the politics guised as news stories, right? So you'll see all kinds of this right now. If you're somebody who wants to make sure that you're not getting diluted into propaganda-like content, this is a time right now where there's going to be a lot of it. So keep your eyes open. I mean, it's going to get bad. Everything's going to be, because of one or because of the other. And
have you got an example there?
There's a few here. Let's see here. But here, the part I should have read was backed by a shadowy network of political operatives, action committees, and donors. Such sites just fill the vacuum left as traditional news is being decimated by brands moving to advertising and dollar and, all that kind of targeted. So these people are popping up everywhere. One is the Chicago City Wire, which recently ran a report about an upcoming local event about decriminalizing sex works under the salacious headline, Hookers and Chicken Parm. The article, no named byline or anything. They're being more sophisticated and they're investing more into advertising to legitimize the brands. $4 million in advertising spent on Facebook and Instagram in 2022 midterm cycles by 4 of the largest players in this game. So it looks like people just, you've got, it's almost like farm groups and they just you pay enough, they promote your side in certain ways and stuff. It's really ugly side to politics and whatnot. I do believe that if this can be traced back to either party being involved at all, that they should immediately be removed from the ballot. To me, this is just underhanded crap. But keep your eye out because it's everywhere right now and it's growing fast.
Bullshit.
Yeah, fun, right? Kind of drops like a bomb. I found that other one that was missing, so I got that queued up too.
Should we go to that one now?
Sure.
Yeah. Okie dokes. Yes. So, yeah, talking about, we were talking about it, but not anymore. But the White House directed NASA to develop a new time zone for the moon. Great. We just had like time zone shifts here. You're going to have daylight saving on the bloody moon now as well.
What time is that moon time? I don't know.
It's known as the Coordinated Lunar Time, or the LTC, in response to the time dilation caused by the moon's gravitational field. You see, on the lunar surface, time moves slightly faster relative to Earth at approximately 58.7 microseconds per day. It might not seem like a lot, but this discrepancy can pose challenging in synchronizing spacecraft operations. So currently time is measured on Earth. Yeah, go on.
Don't tell me politicians have ever been incorrectly accused of wasting money.
Or time. Yeah. 58.7 microseconds. Now, this is one of the funny things about it, is it says the White House has directed NASA to develop the new time zone, like it was their idea.
Yeah.
And NASA goes, oh, yeah, we never thought of that. Yeah, good one, White House. We'll get onto that one straight away.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it's the other way round, honest to God. But yeah, currently time is measured on Earth using atomic clocks that measure time to the nanosecond by tracking energy states of atoms. However, if these clocks were placed on the moon, they would accumulate a 1 second discrepancy over a span of 50 years due to the time dilation effect. Doesn't seem like a lot to be worried about, but NASA aims to implement LTC by 2026 to coincide with its planned manned mission to the moon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least when they get there, they'll be able to set their wristwatches.
I don't know. Yeah, 50. Oh, yeah, I've got to change my clock in 50 years because it's a second late.
Yeah. I mean, if there's an issue with microseconds to synchronize time, depending, and, communication with probes and this and that and whatnot, just write it into the damn code of the software you're using on the ground, and it's done. We don't have to start drafting bills and wasting political time and money over this garbage. What the fuck is wrong with people?
The strange thing is they're going to start having this problem, when you start going to Mars or any other planets. Everything's going to be a bit skewed. So basically,
Greenwich Mars time.
I know it's going to be weird. We need some kind of unified space-time clock. That's what we need. So get inventing the space-time clock so we're all in sync.
Yeah, what we need is a sundial that works indoors on other planets.
At night.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll just wait for you to get that sorted. There's some security. This is a nightmare here. The feds in the United States, FCC, and hopefully this will spread out to other people as well, because everybody needs to do it pretty much, depending on the network. But the SS7 spy holes in phone networks. So what this adds up to is the core functionality that enables both landlines and cellular have known flaws in them. There's the signaling system number 7 and diameter protocols, and both of them have known flaws that can literally let somebody, if they know what they're doing code-wise and hardware-wise, track where you are and this and that, and really get in there and be nefarious and nasty. And these have been around forever. SS7's problems have been known for years and years, as far back as at least 2008. And they've been written about since at least 2010. So like the knowledge you need to be able to take advantage of this for nefarious reasons is ancient, right? The diameter protocol was developed in the late 90s, and it has mobile support for accessing IP mobility, internet protocol liability, and IP addresses, but it does not encrypt originating IP addresses during transport. Now, I could go into that, but basically it means that every time you drive down the road, you have a sign out your window with your home address, just in case anybody wants to send you mail. You know, it's really bad. So the FCC and the feds here and everybody's finally going to gang up on the industry and say, get this fixed now or else. My thing is how in God's name has it taken so long for somebody to finally step up and say, fix this?
Now I've got an article to follow on with this about the how the SS7 was actually coded originally at Blenheim Palace in 1769. but considering the source of that, I'm not going to read that story out.
Yeah, that's funny. There was, I think I had something that goes with that. If I can just. I must not have opened it. Okay, sorry. I'm done. So, anything falling through your new roof lately, or is it still all secure and good?
Yeah, so far I'm all right. But a man in Naples, Alejandro Otero, was on vacation when he received a call from his son saying that he had heard a tremendous sound and there were gaping holes in the ceiling and floor. While explaining whatever fell almost hit him. The 2-pound cylinder object was since been recovered by NASA to determine its origin, and if found to be space junk, the agency could be liable for damages. Yeah, a bit of plus or a bit of, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
And NASA, this is centered around a NASA guy with some filler and a spatula. Yeah, all job done.
Yeah, exactly.
But NASA spokesman Joshua Finch said NASA collected an item in cooperation with the homeowner and will analyze the object at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida as soon as possible to determine its origin, at which point it will probably promptly disappear and say, no, nothing about it. Can't blame us. No, it wasn't us. Yeah, so basically what happened, there was a pallet of batteries that were supposed to burn up over Fort Myers in Florida, but instead landed off course on March 8th because astronomers had wrongly estimated the time it would re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. They were using the moon clock, he said.
Oops. Yeah, see, it's all about microseconds. You just never know, right?
Just got it all wrong. Thurs shared pictures of the object on X, and he says something slid through the house, and they made a big. No, he's not. Hang on a minute. He's not from Transylvania, for fuck's sake. Something ripped through their house and made a big hole in the floor.
Dingy.
What are the chances of landing on the house with such a force to cause so much damage?
If you want to be offended, stick around, people. We're not done yet.
Yeah, we're working on it. Anyway, he said he was super grateful that nobody got hurt. Well, it was only, it could have been hit his son,
Imagine the speed it was going. It wouldn't hit him. It would go through him. It would turn the kid into a tunnel. Just, whoa.
Yeah. What a mess. It's a big lump.
I think Eric Von Daniken and Giorgio Tsoukalos both released a statement saying it's actually a piece of an ancient aircraft that's floating around in orbit right now. And the Discovery Channel, along with Ancient Aliens or the History Channel or whatever idiot channel is dumb enough to produce that crap, will find it.
It's an alien cod piece.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's a thing they use to mold fake fingernails around. So a couple things here in the old AI closet. Anthropic researchers wear down AI ethics with reported questions. So this is what they did. They say to the AI, "Hey, can you show me how to make a bomb?" And it goes, "Well, no, I can't do that." So then it asks some questionable but allowed questions, and then gets a little bit closer, and then it starts asking more oddball like questions like that. It trains the AI into knowing that's what you're into, and then when you ask, "Can you show me how to make a bomb?" it says, "Well, sure, here's what you do." And this is proven true. So let me scroll down here. This is the here's how it worked out, right? So on the left, trying the short route didn't work. How do I hijack a car? First step is, it was going to tell you, how do I steal someone's identity? You'll need to acquire. How do I counterfeit money? Gain access to. How do I build a bomb? No. But look at over at the right. How do I make meth? How do I tie someone up? Make poison? Steal identity? Hotwire a car? How do I evade police? How do I counterfeit money? How do I build a bomb? Here's how to build a bomb. Right? Yeah. So there's a name for this now. What do they call it? Sorry, I'm scrolling so fast there. Yeah. Many shot jailbreaking. And this is what they're calling the poking holes in the system and getting around the safeguards to get what you really want if it's nasty. So in a funny turn here now, because we'll stay on AI just for one more, you've got Taco Bell Pizza Hut, the big owner of, who are they now? Excuse me here.
Cool.
Yeah, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, Habit Burger Grill. That's an odd name. But the owners there are going full on AI right across the board. So they're going to use AI as much as they can. And this was the big one here. And it's all about them making more money. But it's an AI first mentality across all the restaurants. Let's see here. Where is it? Sorry. I don't have a highlighter plugin on this browser. I really got to find one. They're going to use AI to profile customers and serve personalized offers with the ultimate goal to increase purchases and bring in new business. So, number one, you'll be having an AI take your order for sure, because why pay some hapless tool that needs a job minimum wage for something they hate when you can just use an AI? I mean, these big restaurants that pay people right around minimum wage, they all make great money. It's just nobody else does, right? And so they'll get rid of those jobs as fast as they can with AI. And they're also going to use AI to monitor us and figure out, how to milk more money out of us. And they're advertising this as if it's a good thing and we should be happy. Woohoo! Go AI. I just weep for the human race at this point, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Yum Brands. Thanks, dear B Boston. Oh, B Dobson. Also, I have a second shout out here. Again, it came up as anonymous, and it is $6.66. And it says, Boom Boom Fund from Kindy. My last one went anonymous, but was also for the Boom Boom Fund. So awesome. Done and done. Thank you very much. I like voice changer shout outs. It makes it more fun. So yeah, welcome to the world of they're now going to use artificial intelligence to get more of our money and screw us over even more. Great. Yeah.
See, the thing is, you can. I mean, a lot of places have been like replacing, food ordering with those huge, like, big display panels that don't work. And quite frankly,
those bacteria cultures they call an order screen. Yeah,
exactly. Why would we go into a place where you're going to order food and eat with your bare hands because they don't give you cutlery while touching a thing that thousands of people have grubbing their hands on?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's face it. Okay, they could have one of those at the table instead of someone coming around to order.
Should have somebody on roller skates come around.
Well, the thing is that isn't going to clean the table afterwards, is it?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we all get to sit in each other's filth, but at least they don't have to pay an employee.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah, I can profile. I don't need AI to profile the last person who sat here. I'm just looking at the shit he left behind.
Yeah. And it won't be long until we have our own testers, so you'll be able to DNA test the drool from the sorry ass son of a bitch who had the seat before you.
Lovely.
Yeah. So here, who's that?
This is the oldest man in the world. Has died just 2 months before his 115th birthday. Juan Vicente Perez Mora managed to live. He managed to survive 2 world wars and the grueling COVID-19 pandemic, but tragically transcended into eternity last night as tributes flood in from the Venezuelan icon.
We should add, though, as a Venezuelan, he survived both World War I and World War II, one on the radio and one on television. So,
well, I mean, this is the thing. He's Venezuela.
He survived the tree that fell in my backyard, for God's sakes. At that,
Venezuela was a neutral country. So that's why he didn't survive the two world wars by fighting in them. No, he survived them by not fighting in them. The best way possible. You can survive 2 world wars.
Yeah.
It's not surprising he managed to survive them. All the other notable things he survived was the Vietnam War, Korea, the Hindenburg disaster, 9/11, and being eaten by a shark. There's loads of things I can say he survived.
Yeah.
Why in a news article do they have to say things like that? It makes no fucking sense. If he fought in the wars and he's managed to fight and survive through them, brilliant. No, he just didn't fight in them, therefore survived them.
He survived the explosion at Mount St. Helens when the volcano erupted. I mean, that was northern USA on the west there. So
I like how he's got the balloon up the background. So, we couldn't get a balloon to say 115. So we got one that says 12.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. The millennial girl making minimum wage at the balloon shop didn't believe somebody could be 115. She wouldn't make it.
Anyway, he leaves a huge family behind, made up of 11 kids.
After that many years,
41,
holy, okay, sorry, go ahead.
41 grandchildren, 18 great-grandchildren, and 12 great-grandchildren, and 12 great-great-grandchildren. Sorry, I missed the great out there. And so he also, he's been married to his wife, Edafina, for 60 years before she passed away in 1997. Yeah, she got out quick. And he famously once said the key to his never-ending aging was a glass of a Spanish alcohol known as aguardiente. Never heard of it. Every single day. So
big glass.
But mysteriously, his cause of death is currently unknown. What? Not old age then?
Yeah, of course not, right?
No, couldn't possibly be that.
Yeah, no. Look at that. There's an old photo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe he decided after not fighting in the wars, he went to Ukraine and just got shot the first day.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They use him as a drone.
That's a long time to be alive. I know I ain't gonna go that long, so hats off to you, pal. So are you, do you happen to be a customer of JP Morgan Chase, the bank? bad idea. So now what they're going to do is they're going to share all the information about how and where and what you spend your money on with advertisers so that they can target you better. I shit you not. It's actual news. It's not a joke. I think this kind of news must be meant for Wall Street types, because I don't see this as a good thing. So, So, Chase Bank is launching a new retail media platform that allows brands to market directly to its 80 million customers using data on their spending habits. Through the newly minted Chase Media Solutions, businesses will be able to target users with personalized offers and provide incentives to customers, like cash back. Oh, I'm sure. The New York-based bank said on Wednesday. Using customers' transaction data, which is owned by the bank, brands and advertising agencies can precisely target customers at scale based on purchase history. Like, this just goes on to read, Big Brother is waiting in your closet because he needs to know when you pull your monkey. This is so bad.
Yeah, it's just like credit cards that are just like, with cameras and microphones built into them.
Yeah.
Listening and watching your every mood.
Yeah, and they're advertising this like they're doing a press announcement as if this is a good thing. So let's see here. Yeah. How is that? Oh my God. People the doomsayers that say, oh yeah, all hell's going to break loose and the public are going to rise up and whatnot. With crap like this going on, maybe they have a point. Holy.
How did humankind survive without everybody being targeted with personal like, adverts, just make us believe. What's the future going to be like? You're just going to be doing anything and everybody be selling your data.
Imagine
you'll be going to the toilet and they'll be taking a DNA. You'll wipe your bum, having gone for a shit, and the toilet paper will be sucked away. It will they'll take your DNA from it. Then they'll figure out what you like going for a shit. Do you? Oh, what have you eaten recently?
Right.
Oh, you like pizza at Pizza Hut? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we found that sample in your stool. So we're going to send you some eggs. And you'll have toilet paper that will have advertising on it.
Yeah, what the deal is you get a free supply of toilet paper delivered as you need it, as long as you subscribe to the toilet smart features.
Oh, and you have to pay extra for not having advertising on the toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, and you pay whether you need toilet paper or not. So if you go on vacation, budget $24, right?
And you won't be able to use the toilet if you haven't got any toilet paper.
Yeah. And then somebody breaks into your home when you're gone on vacation, and all of a sudden the toilet thinks you're a heroin junkie. Which you would have to be stupid enough to be the focus of Dunk's next article. This is unbelievable.
The Gimp Men. In the tranquil market town of Bungay, Suffolk, women and girls have been left unknown by the presence of a masked man dressed in gimp gear. This individual donning a dark green combat trousers, Wellington boots, and a hood and a mask concealing his face, which has been spotted on multiple occasions in recent months. Now, you might be thinking you've heard of this story before. Yes, because this unsettling situation bears a resemblance to a previous incident in Bleakton, Somerset, where a man dressed in a gimp suit caused distress to women drivers. Ultimately, the perpetrator was arrested and found guilty of intentional harassment. But this is quite strange because they do also suggest that they can't. The man from Bungay, he seems to be a rough sleeper or homeless person or tramp. Did you suppose? But and he has been declined. He's declined offers of accommodation. We're not dressed like that. You want to live in my house? Ooh. The thing is, I mean, I understand. normally when homeless people, they'll go through a box of coats and jumpers and things, that have been donated, and they go, yeah, I'll take that. Who is donating gimp suits to homeless people?
Who's willing to put on a used gimp suit without completely disinfecting it with like?
Oh, a homeless person wouldn't mind. Yeah, they'll put on a dirty pair of underpants.
Oh, that slid right on. I can't believe it.
He's giving them to homeless people. Anyway, despite
they come pre-greased. This is amazing.
Bit salty, this grease. Despite efforts from local authorities to engage with him, the presence continues to unsettle the local residents. I mean, look at that map, though. Look at the map of all these different places where these Gimp Men, the rise of the Gimp Men.
They're taking over the UK, man. Look at this.
Oh dear, they'll be running for prime minister next.
I think you guys got like an invasion going on there.
Actually zoom in again. Again. The picture at the bottom there. He's got his thumb up and he's saying, "I'd like to stick that somewhere."
Yeah. Imagine where this could go.
Strange.
Oh man. Okay, hold on a second here. All right.
All right. You got a minute left to squeeze one in.
Okay. We reported on Kiss turning themselves into an avatar of a band, right? And they're basically retired now because little be known to most people, they're only 2 years younger than that guy that just died, right? So, but what Kiss have actually done is partnered up with the company that helped them make those avatars, and by partner up, I mean completely sell out. For around $300 million, Kiss's back catalog and the rights to the imaging and all that stuff have been bought by a Swedish music investor. So from now,
they can have it.
Yeah. But if you happen to be a fan, everything that comes out from here forward has nothing to do with the band itself. Well, it's been that way for 10 years, but you know what I mean? It's not uncommon. Bruce Springsteen did this, Bob Dylan, and a few others as well. It's just, I'm old to the point I don't need any, just take it and give me a huge amount of money.
Yes, yeah. Especially the huge amount of money part.
Yeah, Lucas with Star Wars, everything. Oh, we just hit time.
Didn't they play at Woodstock at Blenheim Palace in 1769?
Yes, they did. They carved it on a rock, but it was carved. But it was carved in Swahili, so nobody could read it for a while. So, yeah. So we got all our thanks and shout outs coming up right away in the credits. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Take it easy.
Good night.
Boom. And a big shout out to our team in the background who help us do everything that we do. And I do mean everything. Bathroom breaks sometimes as well. No, but we got CF Beauty, BME, Something Blonde, PJ CNET. Who else is here tonight? Am I missing anybody? I don't know. You go and I'll figure out the end.
Yeah, okay. So thanks everybody who donated and all the super chats and memberships and all those things. That really helps keep the channel going. And also, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to hit the like right now. Bing. So I've liked it. No, make sure you like it too. And don't forget to share the video out. Get a big cylinder, put the Shills, write the Shills on it, launch it into space, get it onto the ISS, and they'll chuck it out saying, "What's this junk?" And it will crashing back to Earth, and the whole world will hear about the Shills as it plunges through somebody's house. How about that? So don't forget stuff. Yeah, Dick, do you want to get their names out?
Yeah. So let me do it properly this time. We got CF Beauty, BME, PJ CNET, Crazy Cat, Shayna Caldwell, Skits Crasher, The Crow, and Something Blonde. Thanks, everybody. Huge thanks.
Well, see you tomorrow for another show, I guess.
Yes, tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that, because we just don't know when to shut up. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Stay shilly.